Mary, these are them Siberian fir I was telling you about. Like Minnesota's kind of like Siberia. This is our hardiest tree. They're very soft, and smell them needles there.
Oh.
It's a fir smell along with citrus smell. And Siberian fir, when you see fir essential oil on a bottle or something, they make it out of Siberian fir because of that citrus peel smell. They don't have to add citrus oil to that bottle also. So everybody loves this tree. They're hard to get a hold of. There was some American blockades back a number of years ago with Russia, because that's where the seed's coming from, obviously. That we have got some. We do have some over 35-year-old trees that are like 30 and 40 feet tall. We had a guy up there cherry picked up 30 feet up in there picking cones off them this year. Some of the growers I'm getting from, they are able to get Siberian fir seed. I told him when that blockade was going on, why don't you buy it from a guy in Europe, and then he can sell it to you in the United States if you can't buy direct here, you know, from Russia type of thing. But not only here, but I've had 2 rows of these going down a Fraser fir Christmas tree field, and every one of the Siberian fir are gone because everybody loves this beautiful green color.
About how long does it take to get from your 2 or 3 gallon plant that you plant until it gets to a saleable size?
That spruce tree that I pruned, okay, which was about 6 foot tall, was planted about 7 or 8 years ago from that 2-gallon pot. So it's about a 7-year, sometimes 6 years. Meyer spruce is a little bit denser, slower growing tree. The white pine that I showed you grows faster, and that we're digging that sometimes in 5 years.
How do you get your trees from the field to the customers?
That's a good question. So before we dig the tree, Mary, we come with some twine wrapped around our hand, and we tie all these branches up. Then we dig the tree, ball and burlap, wire basket, burlap bag. Then once they're on a truck, they're tipped, laid down on the truck, and a tarp goes over the top. It either went one with a tarp or a Conestoga, which is a truck that has sides that you can slide the side, put the trees in, tip them down, then slide the side back on. So they're protected from the wind going down the road. So the bigger trees, like say 10, 12 footers, and bigger, it's easier to put a tarp over the top of them, and it's a mesh tarp, not like a lumber tarp that doesn't let any air through. It lets some air go through it so the tree doesn't cook in the hot sun.
How do you ship a topiary because it's got the branches in each direction?
That takes a process of tying up. We take 3-ply rope and carefully tie up all those pads of foliage that you saw on those trees so that they're up as much as we dare move it, and then we tip it very carefully on the truck.
When people buy the trees, do you sell wholesale or retail or both?
Both.
Is there a certain time that people can buy from you or throughout the season?
They can buy any time, but like right now, I can't actively dig this tree with the new growth on because this will wilt today in the hot sun.
And then where do you keep them from the time that they get dug here in the field until you put them on a truck to ship them?
We have a holding area that we put them in. It's under a lot of bur oak trees. So bur oak is a very hardy tree, and loaders can run around there pretty well and store them there.
When people buy trees from you, how should they take care of them, or how do they know how to take care of them?
Well, they're ball and burlapped in a wire basket with a burlap bag, and we've tied the ropes across the top to hold the tree secure in that transporting process. They just plant that whole thing in the ground, wire, burlap, and rope and all. Don't untie it. That helps hold the tree from rocking around in the wind once they've planted it. So hopefully they might not have to stake the tree, depending on how windy a site they have. And it helps survive the tree better. The roots will grow right through that burlap. The roots will go right through that wire. They're not affected by the wire basket whatsoever. And the tree will survive better if you don't mess with the wire and the rope. You've got the tree there, you build a dike around that tree, take a garden hose with the water running and push it in the ground about a foot with the water going, and wash all the air pockets out from where the dirt, because if you have an air pocket in there, Mary, about like this, someplace down about here, the roots aren't ever going to go through that spot. So you have to wash all that air pockets out for that tree so that they're not getting, the roots aren't, they're going to go through, penetrate through. So you do that after you've done that a couple of times. Do that and you go, whoa, where's all the dirt going, Just disappearing. Then after that, you untie the branches, because you can't see down there on an evergreen tree with all them branches in your way. So once you've done that, you untie that and you're ready to go.
How do you know how deep to plant it?
You plant it flush with the grade, the ball of the tree flush with the grade, unless you're in really heavy soil or clay. Then you want the ball sticking up about 3 or 4 inches out of the ground and mount some dirt up onto it. It's like a cup and saucer effect. All the water is going to go to that hole where you planted that tree, and it can't go away. So depending upon how wet a year it is, the water is going to sit there and the tree could potentially drown in that spot. So you want the tree to be a little bit elevated. Different species are different ways. The fir can probably tolerate a little bit wetter, the white pine can, the arborvitae can, but the spruce not, the maple's not. That type of tree there would want to definitely be planted high if you have extremely heavy clay type of soil.
Do you send instructions along with the trees?
It's on our website. So at the bottom page of any page on our website, it's planting instructions there. There's all printed out for you right there, and we made a video about 10 years ago of everything I just told you, Mary.